Oros.
How goes the battle, Osiris?
Badly. The Fallen have been attacking the walls of the city for days now. Supplies and morale are running low, and their walkers have already killed more guardians than I care to count.
Sounds like you should be out there fighting them. What are you doing here?
I came here to bargain.
What do we have that you could possibly want?
Manpower. You have a legion of Sunbreakers at your command. With them, we could turn the tide and push back the Fallen for good.
You know how I feel about the city, Osiris. If I'm going to risk my people's lives, then we need payment. Something substantial.
Oh, I have an offer you'll be interested in.
Can you fight?
Yes. Just give me a minute. And thank you for saving me.
Thank your friend, Osiris. He persuaded us to come here.
Then I have to find him.
Hey, wait!
Thanks for the assist.
The Sunbreakers. Explain why they're here.
We need their help, Saint 14.
You know as well as I do that the Sunbreakers hate the city. How do you persuade them to fight?
That's not important. What's important is that they're here.
You made a deal with them, didn't you? You offered them something valuable, and in return they agreed to defend the city.
Yes.
The consensus won't like what you did.
I can handle a troop of petty bureaucrats. You should be worrying more about the Fallen army that has the city surrounded.
We can deal with the Fallen tomorrow. I'll get some rest for tonight, seeing as your Sunbreakers seem to be holding the line.
Good. I'll go and check our position on the wall. Beautiful night, isn't it?
You again. What do you want?
How's our position?
The Fallen have pushed us back to about 3 miles from the wall. I'm getting reports of about 24 walkers beyond the hills, and thousands of Fallen moving around them. I can see why you need me.
I don't need you. The city does.
The city is dying. All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
The city is flawed, yes, but it's flourishing, and I believe it's worth fighting for.
I don't. We have to be survivors. All of us. We're already struggling against the Fallen. Do you really think these walls stand a chance against the darkness?
No, but I do.
Ha! You have some ego.
When the darkness comes, I will face it alone, and I will face it without fear. Can you say the same?
You wouldn't last 30 seconds against me, let alone the darkness.
Do you want to test that theory?
I'll pass. You should get some sleep. You'll need it for tomorrow.
All right. Just keep eyes on those fallen. We're outnumbered here. We need to retreat.
You can't. The Fallen!
The Fallen are decimating us.
All Guardians, fall back. That is an order. Repeat, fall back.
You shouldn't have given that order to retreat.
That's not your decision to make. And it wasn't mine either. Lord Saladin and his, what's his name, protege?
You mean Zavala?
Right, him. They were the ones that gave the order. I just spread the word.
Saladin's a fool if he thinks the Fallen will back off. They'll keep coming at us. We need to be out there fighting, not cowering behind our walls.
Look, I get it. You don't think Saladin's plan works. But you should take it up with him rather than me.
He won't listen. He never does.
That's not my problem either. Just stay put and get some rest. Okay?
No. I'm going back out there.
Alone? You're going to die.
Maybe.
But why? Why go back out there? Why give up your life like that?
You wouldn't understand. You're a mercenary. You fight for money. You'll never know what it's like to believe in an idea. Something more than yourself. Something you'd be willing to die for.
Now I see why your speaker adores you so much. Your devotion is inspiring.
Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
Death is inevitable, even for Guardians.
In that case, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Now, go get those fallen.
Hello, Theus.
Same 14. Been a while.
I need your help.
Not much I can help you with. Unless you need me to punch something for you.
I need you to fight. The Fallen are preparing for their next assault. We have to stop it.
Lord Saladin ordered all Guardians to retreat hours ago. I'm surprised you didn't get the message.
I got the message.
But you don't agree with it.
No.
I don't think falling back is a great idea either. Lord Saladin values Guardians' lives over the city's safety. He knows the Fallen won't stop attacking because we've given up, but he doesn't care.
I do. I'm going out there, alone if I have to. And I will face down an army of Fallen to save the city.
Ha! That's stubborn, even for you.
I'm not afraid of dying. You say the same?
Yes, I can. Because I'm joining you.
Good. 2 Guardians are more powerful than 1.
Oh, I think I can do better than just the 2 of us. I'll put out the word that you're looking for guardians willing to go against orders to defend the city.
Tell them to meet me here in 3 hours.
Alright, you all came here because you wanted to defend the city, and sometimes that means breaking rules. Lord Saladin has ordered all guardians to fall back to the city to cut our losses. But the Fallen are out there. They're gathering their armies for a full-scale assault, and we need to be ready to defend against it. Now, some of you I've known for years, some of you are strangers, but today, we stand united. Today, we show what guardians are made of. For the city! Six of us took the wall that day, against orders. One of us was a sunbreaker named Lou Finn. She wasn't even from the city. We died, and died, and died. But we had each other, and we had our light. The wall helped, so Vala and Lord Saladin made their counterattack, and in the end, the Fallen were driven back. We won. The Battle of Six Fronts, and us Titans who fought in it, became the stuff of legend.
Ah, my son, you have returned.
And I bring glad news, Father.
The Fallen have been defeated?
Yes, we foiled their invasion of the city.
Well done, my son. The city owes you an immense debt of gratitude. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Is there something that concerns you, my son?
Osiris fought valiantly, Father, but he struck a bargain with the Sunbreakers to enlist their help. I fear his recklessness could exact a high price for the city. Still, his courage and strategy would make him a prime candidate for the Vanguard Commander, given that we now have a vacancy.
I am aware of Osiris's dealings with the Sunbreakers, my son, and I will consider your recommendation that he be appointed Vanguard Commander. But right now, you should be enjoying yourself after the battle. Go and wander the city. Relax. Savor the peace while it lasts.
No. I'll keep patrolling the walls. If the Fallen attack again, I will be ready for them.
You almost single-handedly defended the city against the worst assault in its history. You defied Lord Saladin himself to defeat the Fallen. And yet here you are, still on guard duty.
I volunteered for this patrol. Plus, I had a little help with all the fighting.
Try telling that to anyone else. Nobody in the city can shut up about you.
I never asked to be their hero.
But you are. The people all love you, adore you, idolize you, even despite the fact that you did no more than me when it came to defending the city. Why is that, I wonder? Why am I overlooked, ignored, swept to the sidelines? Is it because I took a risk? Is it because I gambled, bartered, aligned myself with those whom the city have disowned?
I don't have all the answers, Osiris. Maybe you should talk to the speaker.
You know what I think of that masked fool. Maybe you should go talk to him instead.
Next time I see him, I'll be sure to mention you're feeling a little left out. If you're lucky, you might get an assignment sweeping the streets.
This is no joke, Saint 14. My Sunbreaker saved us all, but nobody sees me as a hero.
You're arrogant and vain. The men and women who gave their lives for this city are the true heroes, not your shady bargaining with Oros. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patrol to get back to.
sir.
What have you brought me?
Reports from the Speaker, Lysander.
Good. Very good. The Speaker won't notice his network's been tampered with, will he?
No, he won't. I covered my tracks well.
What did the report say?
A lot of things. I haven't had time to organize it all yet.
Ghost decrypted and summarized the reports.
There's a lot of data in here, most of it boring Vanguard reports.
Anything worth reading?
Not yet. Wait, there's something. An audio file from the Speaker to the Vanguard.
Play it.
My friends, the Warlock Osiris is becoming more trouble than he is worth, as his arrangements with the Sunbreakers have cost us dearly. Unfortunately, Saint 14 has publicly endorsed his candidacy as the Vanguard commander. Osiris already sits on the consensus, and I fear that the position of Vanguard commander is too much power for one so controversial. But Saint 14 is universally popular, and Osiris could not have picked a better political ally if he tried. I loathe to give such a heretic any more influence, but he has left me little choice. I am forced to appoint him Vanguard commander, lest there be riots in the streets, but I will be watching him closely.
And there we have our opportunity. This city is withering under the rule of the Speaker and the Vanguard. It's time for a little revolution.
Should I prepare the troops?
Yes. Make sure the armory is fully stocked. Tell our followers that our time draws close. And one last thing. Make sure nobody goes anywhere near Osiris. The last thing we need right now is unwanted attention.
Yes, sir.
Executor,
What is it?
we've intercepted a message from the Concordat. They plan to attack us
When?
tonight.
How long will it take us to mobilize our own forces?
Shouldn't we tell the Vanguard, sir?
Oh, we will. Just not yet. How long will it take us to prepare a counterattack?
We can be ready within the hour, Executor.
Then ready the troops.
Yes, Executor.
Why did you bring me here?
Trouble is brewing among the factions. According to New Monarchy data, the Concordat may be planning a coup.
So you need my help, as usual. As much as I'm flattered, this seems more like a job for Saint 14 or Shax.
No, I want you to stay out of the conflict.
Why?
You are more intelligent than any warlock I've ever seen, but you are also a reckless narcissist. You may end up making the situation worse.
This is about the Sunbreakers again, isn't it?
When you decide to play with fire, this city burns with you.
I saved the city. If it wasn't for me and the Sunbreakers, we'd all be dead. The least I expect is a thank you.
As I recall, the Titans of Six Fronts saved the city. Your gamble with Oros nearly cost us everything.
You have no idea how vital the Sunbreakers were in beating back the enemy.
And you have no idea how ruinous your agreement was. The Sunbreakers have always despised the city. You knew they would drive a hard bargain.
12 Guardians is nothing. Winning that battle was everything.
12 Guardians is a monumental loss. How Oros convinced them to live on Mercury like savages, I do not know. But now they are lost to us forever. They will never be allowed back into the city. Their light, a gift many would die for, is now squandered on bounty hunting.
We would have lost a lot more than 12 Guardians if the Fallen had breached those walls.
I grow weary of arguing with you, Osiris.
That's because you can't admit when you're wrong.
Then maybe we are more alike than you would care to admit.
I am nothing like you.
How did that happen?
I don't know, sir.
Tell me how the new monarchy found out about our coup. Tell me!
I don't know, sir.
This ruins everything. How are we supposed to launch a surprise attack when everyone's attention is on us?
Sir, our forces are armed and in position. They're ready to strike on your command.
How soon can we launch our assault?
Within a few hours, sir.
Good. Then I will lead the charge personally. Tell our followers that we strike against the new monarchy at first light.
Yes, Lysander.
Executor.
Your coup is over, Lysander. The Vanguard's reinforcements are on their way, and you can't stand against the entire city. Give up this madness now.
I can still make you suffer for ruining my plans. Take him!
Make sure he's secured.
Yes, Executor.
You think this is over? I'll be back. This city is rotting, and it's time to let it die!
Jeez, he is crazy.
He's delusional, yes. And that makes him dangerous.
But we've got him now, haven't we? Right?
I still can't believe Lysander and the Concordat tried to rise against the city.
The factions have brought us nothing but trouble. Why should an extremist one be any different?
They actually tried to lead a coup. If the new monarchy hadn't stopped them.
Then someone else would have. If there's one thing I learned from Six Fronts, it's that there's always someone ready to jump into the firing line.
Keep moving!
Lysander doesn't look happy.
Can you blame him? He's about to be dragged to some scrap heap and shot.
What do you...
Relax, I'm joking. He will be exiled, obviously. Banished from the city. But the Vanguard, in their infinite stupidity, will let him live.
Stupidity.
Executing Lysander is the only way to stop him and his followers forever. It's the logical choice to prevent another coup.
But there won't be another coup. Safeguards will be put in place to stop anything like this from happening again.
Do you honestly believe Lysander is just going to sit and do nothing? Even in exile, he'll find a way to return. Demons of his nature always do.
When the enemy closes in, we are the sword that drives them back.
And now you're quoting Lord Radagast. How quaint.
If I recall, you study under Lord Fellwinter and Lord Nearwyn.
And they are clever and devious, and everything that Dunderhead Radagast is not. His solution to every problem is to smack it with a sword.
Radagast would slay you in the blink of an eye if he was here.
But he's not here, because he and the rest of the Iron Lords are busy fighting warlords and saving villages, or whatever Iron Lords do when they're not around. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go find out what hellhole the Vanguard are throwing Lysander in. Lysander!
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I push this button and the entire tower goes boom.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
This is a secure channel. State your name.
There's a package under your desk. Pick it up. But be careful. Unless you want that pretty little mask of yours to get blasted into 20 different pieces.
This is Osiris speaking. I need backup at Bannerfall and a bomb squad.
Oh, I don't want the Vanguard in here. Not yet.
You're not going to detonate that bomb.
Why not?
Because I won't let you.
But why? Why not tear down this corrupt aristocracy? Why not let it burn?
The Speaker can die for all I care, but the city has to survive.
To think I saw potential in you. You could have led us all to a paradise, free of these walls. But no, you're just as brainwashed as all the rest.
You're delusional.
And you're not. What gives you the right to judge me, to tell me that I'm wrong?
I'm the Vanguard Commander. You're a lunatic with a bomb.
I'm a freedom fighter. I'm fighting to liberate us all.
The instant those walls come down, the Fallen will slaughter us. Is liberation the same as death?
Some of us will survive.
Tens of thousands more will die. And I won't let that happen.
Too bad you'll be too dead to stop me. Like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm impressed.
Hands up!
Looks like my backup arrived.
This isn't the end. The consensus won't execute a guardian, and I'll claw my way out of whatever pit they throw me into.
Not likely.
You almost got blown up. Well done.
Osiris, whatever my personal misgivings about you. You have saved me from death at the hands of a lunatic. And for that, I thank you.
Talking of lunatics, where are you going to put Lysander?
What do you mean?
Lysander might have been delusional, but he was right about one thing. The consensus won't execute a guardian, so their only option is exile. They have to banish him to somewhere. Where?
You're making some rather wild assumptions.
But I'm right. Shut up and tell me where he's going.
The Plague Lands. He won't last a week there.
Nice choice. Just make sure he doesn't have any weapons on him when you throw him to the Fallen.
Now, if you will excuse me, I have a consensus meeting to prepare for, so you can go away now, Osiris. The city won't run itself, you know.
Well, you wasted no time turning back into a theocratic dictator.
I am not a dictator. I speak for the traveler itself, and the consensus rules over the city, not me.
As long as you ignore the fact that you're the head of the consensus, look at you. Even now, you can't stop lying, can't stop spinning stories to cover up the truth.
Be mindful of what you say, Osiris. Your beliefs are dangerous and corruptive, and they have more influence than you think.
Maybe that's because people are drawn to the truth.
Your heretical dogma is nothing more than beastless propaganda.
Funny. I could say the exact same thing about you.
Father, Osiris, what are you doing here?
He saved me.
I heard about the bomb threat. Are you alright?
I am fine, my son.
Who attacked you?
It does not matter. They have been stopped for now.
It was Lysander.
I'm going to kill him.
You knew he was angry. Why did you tell him who attacked me?
Because he deserved to know.
Knowledge can be dangerous.
Knowledge should be shared freely among the city, not locked up in archives. If some minds cannot bear the burden, then they must be left behind. Toland understood this.
Toland was exiled for his insane ramblings.
He was exiled because he was right, and you still can't admit it.
Toland's predictions on the Hive have so far yielded nothing. There has been no attack from the Hive, no declaration of war from them. They are docile.
How long do you think they'll stay that way?
Long enough for us to deal with them when they rise up. If they rise up. We should focus our efforts on the Fallen.
We should focus our attention on our most dangerous enemies. Right now, that's the Vex.
The Vex are nothing but bronze shells with some rudimentary linear algorithms. They cannot strategize. They cannot think. They can only react. As long as we do not provoke them, we are safe.
Did the planet Mercury do anything to provoke the Vex? Because the last time I checked, that's not safe.
Your obsessions have blinded you to the true threat, Osiris. The Fallen attacked our city. We should be hunting them down.
You have your sycophant lackey, Saint 14, to do that for you.
He is greater than you could ever hope to be.
He is your blindly loyal lapdog whose potential is wasted serving you.
One more word.
Or what? You'll exile me? Like you did Toland?
Go. Leave me. This is your final warning. I will not tolerate such arrogance in my city.
Coward.
Osiris.
Do I know you?
Yeah. I was the guy who arrested Lysander.
Oh, great. What do you want? An autograph?
I have orders from the consensus. A cease and desist order, specifically.
For what?
Haven't you heard? There's a bunch of guys in yellow robes calling themselves the followers of Osiris. They're selling books of prophecies about the city's doom. Anyway, those books have got the consensus in a bit of a panic, because they're supposedly... what did the speaker call them? Heretical, blasphemous, and obscene texts that should be obliterated at the first opportunity.
These people and their books have nothing to do with me.
I still gotta do my job, though. The consensus says you need to get your followers to stand down and stop selling their books.
What happens if I can't?
Can't or won't?
It depends.
If you refuse to take action, you will face disciplinary proceedings. If you can't get your crazy fan club to stop, the consensus will deal with them.
That won't go down well with my so-called followers.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. If you have a problem, take it up with the speaker. He's the one who made the final decision.
The speaker is the problem.
It only got worse from there. I tried to stay out of the conflict, but it was difficult. Osiris couldn't get his followers to back down. In turn, the consensus tried to stop them. That sparked off the bitter conflict between Osiris and the speaker. Their arguments became more frequent, more violent. Osiris started publicly denouncing the speaker, and the speaker had Osiris's prophecy books burned. Their animosity spilled over into the city's inhabitants. Guardians started taking sides, started fighting each other. It had become an ideological war, each side fighting for the future of the city. And there were casualties. Discrimination was rampant. The schism turned friends into enemies. Reignited old feuds broke families apart. Osiris grew more and more obsessed with the Vex. Kept studying, kept theorizing, became an addiction. The speaker became more and more desperate to quell him into submission, but Osiris refused to be silenced so easily. Tensions rose, tempers frayed, and patience on both sides wore thin. Everything came to a head when the speaker called an emergency meeting of the consensus. I remember being there, and I remember Osiris wasn't. He was off chasing the Vex on Mercury. In the end, Osiris's absence was his undoing. He was powerless to argue against the speaker's ruling that he was to be exiled. Once the decision had been made, Osiris went quietly, because he didn't see the point in fighting anymore. And so the city lost its vanguard commander. The years moved on. The followers of Osiris drifted away, leaving for Mercury. And Osiris himself became almost a mythical creature, shrouded in rumor and legend. As for me, I began a crusade against the Fallen, to make sure what had happened at Sit's fronts never happens again. Spent almost half a decade tracking the House of Devils. And it was years more before I got a shot at their Cal. Ghost?
He's dead, all right. So that's it? We're done now?
We are. Give me the speaker.
Opening his channel. Stand by.
Is that you, my son?
It is, Father. The devil, Kel Solkis, is dead. This war's over.
Such courage and power, the greatest ever to brace these worlds. You have brought the city peace, and now we must celebrate.
Father, I don't think I have the energy to return. I'll rest here and come back to be honored when I return.
Of course, son, but...
Is something concerning you? More fallen march on the city?
No, not this time. I've word that Osiris was seen on Mercury, the Kaloris Basin. He's turned his mind back to the Vex.
Mercury? He's playing a dangerous game. That whole planet is a Vex conduit.
Your duty, my son. You must never forget.
I know. Ghost, prepare my Vex arsenal and plot a course for Mercury. That old man's about to wake up hell. Osiris.
You're a long way from the tower, my friend.
I came here to bring you back.
To the city? I don't think so.
We've had our differences, Osiris, but you can't stay out here forever. Someday you'll have to come home.
I'll come home when the Vex are no longer a threat. I appreciate your concerns, old friend, but I am fine.
I swore an oath to protect this city, and when you became the Vanguard commander, you swore that same oath.
I am protecting the city. I'm just doing it my way.
How is obsessing over the Vex protecting the city?
Because I've discovered something interesting. You see that Vex gate?
What about it?
It's a gateway to a realm I like to call the Infinite Forest. It's incredible. The Vex have simulated thousands of billions of realities to explore.
Sounds dangerous.
Anything can be dangerous in the right hands. The forest is a tool, not a weapon.
You're messing with technology you don't understand.
Oh, but I do understand it. At least, some of it. I know how to navigate the forest, and I've already started creating copies of myself to explore the simulations.
You're in over your head.
And that's why I need your help.
To do what?
I need you to kill something for me. Specifically Panoptes, the infinite mind.
Is that the mind that controls the infinite forest?
Yes. I've been able to pinpoint its location, and I need you to help me take it out.
You can't do this by yourself.
No. Panoptes is too powerful. I don't stand a chance against him.
Then my odds won't be much better.
Were you thinking about your odds when you disobeyed Lord Saladin to defend the city? Or any of the other countless times you leapt into the firing line, ready to die for what you believed in?
That was a long time ago, Osiris. I've changed since then.
So have I.
You haven't changed a bit. You're still the same egotistical Osiris I remember. Still trying to fight the darkness by yourself.
And that's where you're wrong, old friend. I was initially hesitant to adopt my followers, but they have demonstrated their usefulness.
I don't like having a gun in the back of my head. Tell your follower to stand down.
I can't do that, I'm afraid. She's here to stop you from doing anything rash.
Like this? If I were to do this, where would I start?
Oh, that's easy. Just step into the portal.
You first.
I can't go with you. You'll need someone from the outside to guide you through the forest.
Walking in there alone?
Yes, my followers, for all their zeal, won't last long in the infinite forest. But you will.
Do we have to do this right now?
No. If you need time to make up your mind, you can have it.
Thank you. I'll meet you back here in 5 hours. Ghost, open my ship's logs and record this message.
You're recording now.
Osiris, I hope whatever you find in this place is worth it. My recommendation to install you as a Vanguard commander was not a gesture to stroke your ego. It was an order to stay and help the city achieve all that it could. An order you refused to follow. News of my demise will no doubt reach you late. I can already see your response. The jolt that'll follow, however fleeting. I thought you'd changed after 6 fronts. Seeing your people on the brink of destruction and spared from death would be reward enough to stay, to fight. I'll fight in your stead one last time. Father, my duty is at its end. I've seen what the city can become. I know you can lead its people to it. And to my inspiration. Your final gift to me, I now send back to you. It'll be good to see you again. Stop recording.
So you're actually going into the infinite forest?
The infinite forest is too dangerous to be kept operational, but it's better off belonging to Osiris than the Vex.
Osiris has always been good at manipulating people. How do we know this isn't a trap?
We don't. But if he's telling the truth, then Panoptes has to be stopped.
You know it's not too late to turn back. We can return to the city. Tell the speaker you couldn't find Osiris. Live to fight another day.
You never were very good at convincing me to back down.
Don't do this. Please. I don't want to lose you.
You'll never lose me.
I still think this is a terrible idea. Alright. If you want to go through with this, I think I can get the portal ready within a couple of hours.
Good. One last thing. Send my ship back to the tower.
But how are we going to get back once we're done here?
We're not.
You...
I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'll survive, but I'm going in anyway.
Why?
It's my duty to defend the city, even if it means my own death.
So, you're going to do this?
Get on with it before I change my mind.
I'll be guiding you on comms. Once you step into that portal, the only way you get back out again is by killing Panoptes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Saint 14, can you hear me?
I hear you just fine, Osiris.
If your ghost's calculations are correct, you should be close to Panoptes.
So where is he?
I don't know. I can't pinpoint his exact location, so you'll need to stay alert.
Vex up ahead!
Saint 14! Saint 14 never returned from the Infinite Forest. In the wake of his disappearance, the city flourished. Guardians became stronger. We started pushing back against the darkness, instead of trying to hide from it. But the brighter the light glows, the more attention it attracts. There are monsters, demons, terrors beyond imagining lurking in the darkness. I know I am strong enough to face them. Can you say the same?